All right. DreamWorks. Y'all know what DreamWorks are, right? What other movies did they make? I know they made Shrek. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I didn't know they fell off. Shark Tales? Okay, I didn't know they fell off. Kung Fu Panda? I thought Kung Fu Panda 4 came out last year.
An unusual film studio / entertainment company. I don't even know exactly what to call it. They're widely recognized by their logo, with the boy sitting on the moon fishing. That puts you into a nice relaxing mood before the movie starts. I'm sure you have seen it before, maybe without realizing much about the company it represents or the significance behind it.
Did Disney buy them out?
In 1992, many of the best players in the NBA came together from different teams to represent the United States in the Olympics. It was famously nicknamed the Dream Team, and ever since, that phrase has taken on a broader meaning to describe any situation where the best people in an area join together, and Dreamworks is a perfect example of that. That is where the dream in the name comes from. In October of 1994, it was exciting news when the company was formed by 3 tremendously successful people from different parts of the entertainment industry. I'm talking about Steven Spielberg, Jeffrey Katzenberg, and David Geffen. It was officially called DreamWorks SKG, with each letter representing the last name of one of the founders.
I had no idea.
The 3 of them combined to invest $100 million into the business, and that was complemented by
Are we sure they fell off,
most
though?
Notably, Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen provided $500 million in exchange for 18% ownership. The main idea behind it was to make an independent company outside of the traditional studio system, where the creative people were in charge. In modern times, practically unheard of on such a large scale like this, so as you could imagine, this was a big
Spielberg
thing in
is
the
just a
industry
goat.
that everyone was curiously watching to see where it would go. There was reason to believe that DreamWorks may have become the next
I don't know if they fell off, but I think the lack of is like what's happening, because technically DreamWorks have done collaborations with Disney, meaning like had their characters move over, but like, what are you? Are you gonna turn into the Sonic of things with like Nintendo, or are you still gonna stand strong with your IPs? Because they got a lot of IPs. I get confused with Pixar and DreamWorks. Is what's the problem?
Major film
That's my problem. What up, Mike?
Actually did reach comparable figures. They even had these ambitious plans of making the first major Los Angeles studio to be constructed since the 1930s. They paid $20 million for 47 acres of land, with plans of expanding on it significantly, but there were complications and it never
Sonic
ended
in
up
2027?
happening. I think this is a fascinating
that's
story.
a year from now.
So in this video, my goal is to express the significance of DreamWorks and the changes over the years by highlighting each letter of the SKG and how that person impacted the company, with the S representing Steven Spielberg, who I don't think I have to provide too much background about, considering he is quite possibly the most popular director of the past 50 years. His first hit movie was Jaws in 1975, followed by E.T. in the 1980s, Jurassic Park in the 1990s, and so many others.
That's like him, James Cameron, and a few others, which I failed to know their names. They just forever going down in history, bro. Kung Fu Panda was March 2024. Okay, and I heard the movie was okay. Okay.
It makes sense that DreamWorks quickly became a force in the industry when it came to live-action productions.
Oh, and Tim Burton.
Tim Burton's nice. Movies for the company, starting with Amistad in 1997, followed by Saving Private Ryan the following year.
That's another freaking great movie.
DreamWorks was responsible for American Beauty in 1999 and then Gladiator in 2000.
Oh man,
both considered
Gladiator top 5.
Best Picture winners.
Gladiator's top 5.
Best Picture winners for a company that hadn't even existed.
Tim Burton's art style is unique.
A pretty wild accomplishment.
What up, Snots?
Aside from movies,
top 5, top 15. You don't like Gladiator? Gladiator's fucking amazing. Despite all the errors.
Short-lived and not incredibly successful. The most notable one being the ABC comedy starring Michael J. Fox called Spin City. In 1999,
when did that show come out? Didn't he have Parkinson's?
$7 million to create internet-exclusive
I've never seen American Beauty.
on a website called Pop.com, reportedly offering Steve Martin $100,000 to make a 2-minute film for it. That one was an ambitious investment, but it never really got off the ground and was shut down within the year. See, an ongoing issue for DreamWorks was that they experienced so many flops and failed endeavors that it was hard to be consistently profitable. I mean, it's almost unrealistic to expect everything to do well, but as a comparatively smaller company, it was harder to overcome those losses. And they did lose a lot of money in 2002 and 2003 that sparked some major changes changes, I will talk more about them, but they essentially left live action as the core of the business. In 2006, Dreamworks was sold to Paramount Pictures in a $1.6 billion deal. The company that had set out to operate outside of the traditional studio system was now part of one of those traditional studios. I should mention that this was an odd deal, where Paramount quickly sold the 59 films Dreamworks had built up in their library to help fund the deal, but then repurchase them 4 years later. And I also want to mention that Jeffrey Katzenberg left the company at the time of the deal. So then, only 2 years later, Spielberg and the other executives at DreamWorks reportedly had issues with the head of Paramount.
How to Train Your Dragon
so is
DreamWorks?
Paramount in another
it's on Paramount too,
where they teamed up with another company from India to relaunch DreamWorks. Once again, it was an independent company, but David Geffen left at this time. So unlike before, Spielberg was the only original founder still attached to it. I know it is getting complicated, but you could see how DreamWorks was slowly losing that original identity, and I'm just gonna say becoming less disruptive. In 2015,
I see what he means by rise and fall.
Named after Spielberg's first commercial film from 1968, and DreamWorks became part of that. Ever since, they've been doing this thing where the more mature movies have been released as DreamWorks, while the more family-friendly ones are released as Amblin. And that was the journey of DreamWorks only when it comes to the live-action stuff, which remember is only part of the business. Moving on to the K in SKG, Jeffrey Katzenberg entering into the DreamWorks endeavor was already one of the most influential names in animation. For the previous decade, he was chairman of Walt Disney Studios and considered to be one of the people most responsible for reviving Disney during that time, specifically when it came to animation, producing all of those Disney animated classics from the early 1990s.
So he left to do
In short, it was a messy situation over there. President of Disney, Frank Wells, had died suddenly. Katzenberg wanted to take over his position, but board member Roy Disney was stopping that from happening, so Katzenberg left the company and even sued them for over $250 million he felt he was owed as part of a contract that Disney was saying he forfeited when he left the company. There was a lot going on there, but leaving Disney was that spark that helped create DreamWorks. He brought his experience in animation over to the new company, and that arguably became the most successful part of it. Ants, spelled with a Z, was and that arguably...
These guys smoke mad cigarettes. Their teeth is yellow than a bitch, but they got money. Damn. They said the live action did good, but the original... look at Spielberg's smile, son. That shit crazy. You know? That shit fucking nutty. The convertible
became the most successful part of it. And
I can't laugh too much.
Was DreamWorks' first animated film to be released in 1998, and right away it was like an extension of his feud with Disney. See, in 1995, Pixar had released the first ever feature-length computer animated film called Toy Story, obviously a revolutionary film that helped change animation as we know it. The second ever feature-length computer animated film was, in fact, Ants, released by DreamWorks only a few weeks before Pixar released the third feature-length computer animated film, A Bug's Life. Clearly, the two of those have similar themes, being about insects, and even though A Bug's Life proved to be the more successful of the two...
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever watched Ants. It was A Bug's Life I watched. Nah, I didn't, Dijon. I didn't. I was too busy, man. Yo, I love The Bug's Life. Was Ants good? Now I'm wondering if I seen Ants. Both were golden movies. You look like the male ant.
Still did really well. At the time, it was the most successful animated film not made by Disney. DreamWorks went on to release traditionally animated movies like The Prince of Egypt and Sinbad: Legend of the Seven Seas.
Man, that shit looked like Aladdin.
Quite as well
I remember
as the
Sinbad.
Computer animated ones. The big moment for DreamWorks came in 2001 with the release
I'm good. I just came back from having a flu.
I want to point out beat Pixar's Monsters Inc. to win the newly created Oscar for...
So Monsters Inc. was Pixar. Monsters Inc. was not DreamWorks. And I ain't gonna lie, no Shrek slander is allowed, yo. Shrek is one of the greatest movies to ever come out, bro. If you want to call it from animation or live action, It is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen, bro. You want to know what's crazy? Y'all gonna hate me for this. I know somebody in the chat said Monsters Inc. probably was DreamWorks or something. I never watched DreamWorks. I'm not doing the roar, man.
for Best
I throw her.
Animated Feature. Animation was becoming the next big thing in Hollywood.
I still never
and
watched Monsters
DreamWorks
Inc.
was right there on top of it. In 2004, DreamWorks Animation was spun off from DreamWorks as its own publicly traded company with Katzenberg as the CEO.
Damn, your teeth
they
is
did that
fucking
partially
nuts.
because that segment of the company was so successful, and
Yeah,
it
I
was a
never
way to
seen it, y'all.
finally repay Paul Allen and the rest of those initial investors. They strategically made that offering the same
Is it
year
even
as
good?
the release of Shark Tale and, more importantly, Shrek 2. I mean, these were impactful movies to a lot of people. I remember seeing both of those in the movie theater and just having a great experience. I know that I'm not the only one here because Shrek 2 was the highest grossing movie of 2004 and the highest grossing animated movie ever to be released at the time. However, the DVD sales were disappointingly low, causing issues with the new company, but DreamWorks Animation went on to start some more really successful franchises, like Madagascar in 2005,
I never watched Madagascar.
Kung Fu Panda in
I never watched Kung Fu Panda.
2008, and How to Train Your Dragon in 2010.
I never watched How to Train Your Dragon.
That is quite a lineup, and I think helps explain why DreamWorks Animation was acquired by NBC Universal in 2016 for $3.8 billion, in a deal where Katzenberg reportedly received about $400 million. It happened again, where this part of it was now acquired by one of the traditional studios, so it no longer resembles that disruptive, independent company that
Yo,
it
you can't
started
say that
as.
word, Mike,
Finally,
man.
the
Stop. You're my
G in
fucking mod,
SKG
man.
stands
I'm acting
for
retarded.
David Geffen, who before
You're gonna move.
DreamWorks
You're gonna
was
move it.
already
Move
one
it.
of the
I don't know what
biggest
that
names
is.
in the music industry.
You still okay,
He
Rick?
helped
We need to
finance
plan
some
13
major
movie
Broadway
nights?
musicals like Little Shop of Horrors and Cats, and founded multiple record labels.
Bro, I was
like
trapping!
Geffen Records in 1980, who signed some of the biggest performers of the decade. In 1990, he sold that label in a $550 million deal where he received 12%.
Chat, relax on me. What came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know what kind of point I'm making, but I ain't watched those movies, chat. How was I gonna watch those movies? We were poor.
Ownership of MCA, who was the owner of Universal Studios. He had also created the Geffen Film
What up,
Company,
Graf?
whose first movie was Risky Business in 1983 that helped launch the career of Tom Cruise and I think is most known for that musical scene. There is way too much that
Yo, is that? Yo, somebody needs to send that shit to Dante. This is his favorite actor,
Tom
ain't
Cruise, and I think is most known for that musical scene. There is
That
way too
right
much
there, that
could
gif,
be
I need
said
to send
here,
that
so
shit to
you're
him.
going to have to trust me that David Geffen was easily one of the biggest names in the music industry. So when he helped start DreamWorks, that is where he utilized most of his talents. In 1996, DreamWorks Records.
Nah,
was
I'm
launched
yo,
and
listen.
Went on to sign some
It
major
may not. Maybe the last couple of days of this month, we'll end stream early, and we'll react not react. We'll watch the movies like on the Discord. But I haven't really watched a lot of those movies. Just saying, right?
artists, starting with George Michael and quickly
Man, I
adding
love
to the
Shrek!
list with names like Nelly Furtado, Papa Roach, and Toby Keith.
Shit.
In 2003, DreamWorks Records was sold to Universal Music Group for about $100 million and shut down shortly after. But as I said before, David Geffen stuck with DreamWorks until 2008.
As long as none of those
One
movies are
final
boring like
category that
Hereditary.
I want to at least mention here
Hereditary
is video
sucked.
games. While DreamWorks had all of that other stuff going on, amazingly, they were also deeply involved in video games. In 1995, DreamWorks and Microsoft each contributed $30 million to create a joint venture called DreamWorks Interactive. The idea was mainly to create games based on other media. They made a Goosebumps game that did pretty well and a Jurassic Park game that didn't do all that well.
Man, we
But by
playing
far,
those.
The thing that they will most be remembered for is Medal of
They
Honor.
did Medal of
It was
Honor?
a realistic World War II first-person shooter that was based
What?
on a concept created by Steven Spielberg. He had the idea while making the movie Saving Private Ryan. The game was published by Electronic Arts, who then went on to buy the entire company for an estimated $10 million.
EA, you piece of shit. You ruined Medal of Honor. You motherfuckers. ruin. That reboot to Medal of Honor was amazing. Then you drop Warfighter, and I just knew it was shutting down. I knew it was over. Bitch ass EA.
Who then made many more installments in the series. Also, I have to bring attention to the fact that Call of Duty was very much influenced by Medal of Honor. It was kind of like Activision's response to it, and a lot of the people who worked on Medal of Honor went on to create Call of Duty. So I don't think it's a stretch to say that neither of those games would exist if it wasn't for Dreamworks. Dreamworks was started as an unconventional, ambitious idea, and it's hard to judge whether or not it has been a success. On one hand, financial struggles
I did not know that.
to be slowly dismembered and taken over by various large companies that generally operate it in a way that conflicts with the spirit of
what do you mean Activision should have stuck around? They did.
But on the other hand, DreamWorks is responsible for such a wide range of successful media properties. I would bet that almost everybody watching this has had a great experience with something created by DreamWorks. For me personally, even seeing that guy fishing on the moon somehow puts me in a good mood. In 2000, David Geffen said,
Didn't one of the Shreks yank his ass off the moon? I knew the deaths for Medal of Honor started COD and created Infinity Ward. Yeah, but hold on. Activision should have stuck around. What do you mean by that? Do you need more context? Because they never left. They're still here in their ass. So what you mean?
Is not the best arena for us to make money, but it is the best arena for us to do what we want to do with the least amount of interference.
Yo, I need to do a video playing every
time,
Pixar game in one vid.
Build a very, very attractive.
I wonder if the Shrek games are fun.
Library. I felt that was an applicable statement, so tell me what you think about whether or not DreamWorks has been an overall success, and also let me know in the comments what you think about
Marvel
this
games,
company.
the
do
license.
you respect the disruptive nature of it and the stuff that was created by it, or do you think that there is nothing that stands out as being all that unique or extraordinary? Also, what is your favorite creation from DreamWorks? I realize I barely scratched the surface when it comes to everything that they have made over the years, but I did my best to mention what I believe to be the more significant ones that best tell the story of the company. So I recommend you take a deeper look into everything else that they have done. You will be busy for a while, and any other thoughts you have about DreamWorks, leave them in the comments. I'd like to hear.
That was brutal. I didn't know DreamWorks. Honestly, they don't put out enough product, right? They don't. Damn. They may as well be owned by a company because they just don't drop enough. They don't drop enough movies or anything. Wait, so who does the Inspicables? What are they called? Despicable Me's or whatever they call them, yellow little dudes? This is a good channel. Y'all might have to sub to this dude. Damn. Chat, don't end up like him, y'all. Yeah, Illumination. There we go. Illumination. So Illumination got they shit on deck, bro. I think they got a great team and they work fast as hell. It's really all about voice actors. So if there's a writer's strike or a voice actor strike, if that's the same thing, I'm not sure, whatever. Then that's the only time we're gonna see a real big halt. But honestly, Illumination be putting out movies way more frequent.